You're all welcome to KAZIM'S Academy. I'm an accounting teacher and I'm here to introduce or to discuss with you some of the topics in accounting. Let's try and see what we can do for each other as regards ledger and the principle of double entry system. What is a ledger? A ledger is defined as a collection of accounting entries consisting of debits and credits. It is said to be a special account that is used to maintain individual accounting transactions using the principle of double entry system. The principle of double entry system states that for any debit entry, there must be a corresponding credit entry. That is, any transaction in accounting brings about what? Two effects or two phases. One as a receiving value, which will be debited, and the other one as a giving value, which will be credited. Why I come up with this? Experience has made us to understand that accounting students failed accounts or did not do well in accounting because of lack of what? In-depth knowledge as regards what double entry principle is. I will try as much as I can to simplify what this double entry system is, because it is the foundation of bookkeeping. The principle of double entry system states that for any debit entry must be a corresponding credit entry. But a ledger is an account, is a book of account that maintains individual accounting transactions. Debiting and crediting. As an accounting student, we must have been hearing debiting, crediting. What are we debiting? What are we crediting? Any transaction in accounting will always bring about two phases. One will be debited, which is the receiving value, and the other will be credited as the giving value. The moment we understand how to do this posting, then we have what? 30 or 40% okay in accounting. Let's take some questions, or let's try to take some examples and apply this principle of double entry system. If you look at the whiteboard, Mr. John started business on the 1st of January 2020 with 20,000 naira cash. It is believed in an accounting that any money used in starting a business is regarded as what? Capital. From this transaction, we are going to bring out two ledger accounts, and the two ledger accounts to be maintained are the cash account and the capital account. The cash account and the capital account. Capital account. Like I said, Mr. John started a business on the 1st of January 2020 with 20,000 naira cash. And the two accounts to be maintained is just cash account and capital account. The next after this is to identify which out of these two ledger accounts will be debited and which will be credited. It's as if Mr. John started business with 20,000 naira cash. Mr. John has 20,000 naira in his hand. Now, the cash account will be debited on the 1st of January 2020. Capital 20,000 naira. Then the corresponding credit entry will be on the capital side against what? Cash on the 1st of January 2020. Cash 20,000 naira. By this, we have been maintaining the principle of double entry system by debiting the receiving value and crediting the what? The giving value. What I mean by value is money. The account that is receiving money will be debited, and the account that is giving out money will be what? Credited. Understood? Yes. Let's take another transaction. On the 2nd of January 2020, Mr. John bought goods 10,000 naira cash. If you look at the second transaction very well, you will discover that you equally have cash. Mr. John now took part of the 20,000 naira he started business with and take it to the market to buy goods worth 10,000 naira for cash. In this case, our cash account is given out and the corresponding debit entry will be what? Purchase account, because he took the part of the 20,000 naira cash to the market and buy goods. Then you need to open another ledger called purchases account. Purchase accounts. Assume you are Mr. John. You started business with 20,000 naira cash, and we've been able to justify the principle of double entry in the first transaction. Now you took part of your 20,000 naira to the market, 10,000 naira to buy what? Goods. In this case, which means your cash account on this second transaction is giving out 10,000 naira, while the purchase account is receiving what? 10,000 naira. Then you need to do it this way. On the 2nd of January 2020, against cash, then 10,000 naira, and the corresponding credit entry will be on the cash side on the 2nd of what? January 2020. Purchases. ₦10,000. Are you clear? Yes. Let's take another transaction if this one is understandable. On the 5th of what? January 2020, Mr. John sold goods for cash 12,000 naira. Part of the goods bought by Mr. John is sold goods worth what? 12,000 naira. Now, what are the two accounts to be maintained? Sales account and what? Cash account. After that, the moment you identify the two accounts to be maintained, now the next question is for you to do what? Which one is receiving value and which one is what? Giving out value. Look at the transaction critically. Sold, Mr. John sold goods for cash. When you make sales, you do what? You receive value. And which means you are exchanging the goods you are selling. Mr. John is exchanging the goods he is selling for what? For a value that is receiving. He sold to some of his customers and received what? 12,000 naira. From this transaction, cash will be debited with 12,000 naira and sales account will be credited with what? 12,000 naira, because cash is receiving. He now come here and said, on the 5th of January 2020, sales 12,000 naira. Then we have a ledger for sales account? No. Then we need to create an account, a ledger account for what? Sales account. Sales account. Then the corresponding credit entry will be on the 5th of January 2020. Cash 12,000 naira. Is it clear? Yes. Let's take another transaction. On the 10th of January 2020, Mr. John paid wages 5,000 naira. What this thing means is that it could be that Mr. John hired the service of a labor, or probably he has a sales office that he will need to pay. Now he paid the wages out of his cash, 5,000 naira. In this case, cash account is giving out and the wages account is what? Receiving. But we have no wages account here, which means we have to create another ledger account for what? For wages. Debit credits. Wages with cash on the what? 10th, 1, 20, 20. Cash 5,000 naira. Then we locate the corresponding credit now. The one that is given out is the cash account on the what? 10th January 2020. Wages 5,000 naira. 5,000 naira. With this, let me give you another transaction. Let's assume, because this one is more very what? Important. On the 15th of what? January 2020. Mr. John took 2,000 naira cash for personal use. What this thing means is that Mr. John collected part of his cash for his own personal use, not for the business use. And any money drawn by the owner of a particular business that is not meant for either buying or selling of the goods that the person is what? Into, will be regarded as what? Drawings. Now this is drawing part of the money that he has started the business with. In this case, there are two important accounts. We now need to create one for what? A drawings account. Drawings account, remember I said, drawings account means when the owner of a business take cash out of his money for his own personal use, not for the business use. Remember what it means is that he's taking part of his money. Are you getting what I'm saying? Then you need to what? Open a drawings account. And that drawings account will be details and expenses, because you maintain a drawings account, debits, credits. Is drawing 2,000 naira cash. Let's see it this way. If Mr. John has hired the service of what? An apprentice, or the service of what? Of a sales boy, who is paying wages to. He now asked the sales boy and said, please, can I have 2,000 naira from there? Then he went for. What that means is that Mr. John has taken part of the money that he used to start that business. And that money will be treated as what? Drawings. In as much as that money is not using for what? For the business. It will be considered as what? Expenses on his own side. It means he's taking part of the money, he's taking part of his capital. Now, the cash account is given out and drawings account is what? Receiving. On the 15th of January 2020, cash 2,000 naira. Then the corresponding credit entry will be on the 15th of January 2020, drawings 2,000 naira. With this, let's try and balance off the ledger postings we have made and see whether on the debit side, the balance we have on the debit side and the balance that we're going to have on the credit side will probably equate each other. What I mean in essence is that after we must have balanced all the ledger postings, let's now try whether our postings are correct or not. And that one will lead us to what? Try balance. Try balance is a list of balances that is to test the arithmetic accuracy of all the postings we made on the ledger. It is short because the principle said for any debit entry there must be a corresponding credit entry. If whatever we have done here, we must use it to draft out a trial balance. The reason why we are doing that is to see whether all these things we did are correct or not. All things being equal, if there is no mistakes, it is expected that the total debit entry must equates the total credit entry. Now let's see whether this something. Let's balance it up. At the end of the day, let's say at the end of January, the total cash paid from Mr. John's cash account is 17,000. Then the total cash received is what? 32,000. Are you with me? Now, in of this side, the debit side is what? Is higher than the what? The credit side. This shows that Mr. John will still be having some money in his cash account. This is 32,000. 32,000. And this is what? 17,000. Let's take away 17,000 from 32,000. The difference will be what? 17,000 from 32,000. 32,000. 17,000. 15,000. 15,000, right? Yes. At the end of the what? January, 31st of January 2020. Balance carried down in Mr. John's what? Cash account is what? 15,000 naira. Purchases account is what? Has a debit balance of 10,000. Yes. In our cash account, the balance carried down is 15,000. And on the 1st of February 2020, the balance, I repeat, some students don't know how to balance account. As at the end of January 31st to 2020, the balance on the cash account of Mr. John is 15,000. Then after January follows what? February. Then on the 1st of February 2020, the balance brought down to 15,000. This means that February, as at the end of January, Mr. John collected 32,000 naira cash and he spent out what? 17,000 naira. What will he have left? 15,000 naira. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yes. That's where we have a debit balance of what? 15,000 naira. Then we can proceed. Purchase account has a debit balance of 10,000 naira. Capital account has a what? Credit balance of 20,000. Sales account has a what? Credit balance of 12,000. Wages account has a debit balance of what? 5,000. And sales drawings account has a debit balance of what? 2,000. With this, we can confidently tell ourselves that we can use this, we can test the arithmetic accuracy of all these processes we have made. Why we are doing that is to do what? Is to see whether we have not done anything wrong, whether we have been able to justify the principle of double entry system correctly. And that one will make us to do what? To extract a trial balance. And as I said, a trial balance is a list of books that is used to test the arithmetic accuracy of all the ledger postings we made. Now let's see, because we said for any debit entry there must be a corresponding credit entry. If nothing is wrong with this, so like I said, and if you want me to do the balancing of all this one as well, what it means that you will end up having of the debit balance. You can set on the 31st to close the account on the 31st of what? January 2020. The balance carried down here is 10,000. Then on the 1st of February 2020, balance brought down 10,000. On wages account, on the 31st of January 2020, the balance carried down will be what? 5,000 naira. Then you close the accounts. Then on the 1st of February 2020. Balance brought down 5,000 naira. In the capital account, on the 31st of January 2020, balance carried down 20,000. Then on the 1st of February 2020, balance brought down 20,000. On the sales account, at the end of January, 31st January 2020, balance carried down 12,000 naira. And on the 1st of February 2020, balance brought down 12,000 naira. Drawings account. As at 31st January 2020, balance carried down 2,000 naira. Then on the 1st of February 2020, balance brought down 2,000 naira. Before we extract the trial balance, let me make a general summary of what I have discussed and the summary of the example, the illustrations that have been on the whiteboard. Remember what I said, in account, any money used in starting a business is regarded as what? Capital. Then drawings means when the owner of a business is taking part of the money used in starting a business for his personal use, not for the business use. Invariably, what it means is that he is taking part of the capital, and money drawn by the owner of the business for his own personal use will be treated as what? Drawings. Are you with me? Yes. If that is taken and you understand all these balances, let's test the arithmetic accuracy of all these postings we have made. And that one will lead us to do what? Extracting the trial balance. The essence of trial balance is to test whether all the postings you made, all the debit entry and the credit entry you had at the end of the day on your ledger account is what? Is correct or not. Let's try the trial balance. The trial balance appears like this. The debits, the credits. Trial balance. The meaning of trial balance once more means try whether all your debit entries and all your credit entries are correct. That is the essence of trial balance. Remember I said a trial balance is a list of balances that shows or that aims to test the arithmetic accuracy of all the debit and credit postings we made on the ledger account. If at the end of the day, the total figure we have on the debit side does not equate with that balance we have on the credit side, that is what we do. That means that there is a mistake in all these things we have done. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yes. Now let's take them one after the other. This is particular. This place will be used for particulars. The first one is what? Cash. And on the cash account, we have what? a debit balance of 15,000 naira. This means that at the end of the day, after with the cash that Mr. John received and the cash he pays out, he still have the cash at hand of 15,000 naira. Debits, we come here and put 15,000 naira. Is it clear? Yes. Let's go to purchase account. The purchase account equally has a debit balance of what? 10,000 naira. 10,000 naira. Purchases. 10,000 naira. You go ahead, the wages account. Wages account equally has a debit balance of what? 5,000 naira. A debit balance of what? 5,000 naira. Wages, 5,000 naira. Then the capital. The capital account has a credit balance of 20,000. Capital, a credit balance of what? 20,000 naira. Then sales, a credit balance of 12,000. Sales, a credit balance of 12,000 naira. Then drawings, a debit balance of 2,000 naira. This is what? This is a list that is showing all the debit balances and credit balances we have on our ledger account. Now let's see whether the figure on the debit side, the total figure on the debit side, will equate the total figure on the what? On the credit side. Now, 15 plus 10. 15 plus 10 gives you 25. 30 plus 2, 32,000. 32,000. And on the credit side, 20 plus 12,000 is equally gives you what? 32,000 naira. It shows that all the postings we made in our ledger is what? Are all correct. Because if there's any mistake made, we extract our balance to test the arithmetic accuracies of all the postings we made in our ledger account. If all the balance we had on the debit side and the balance we had on the credit side equate each other, it shows that we did not make any mistakes in our ledger postings. But where we have made the mistakes in our ledger postings, the total figure on the debit balance will never equate to total figures on the credit balance. By equating each other, it shows that our account is correct. All the postings we made on the ledger are all what? Correct. But as a student, let me give you this. Note this. All expenses accounts will always have a debit balance. And all asset accounts will always have a debit balance. Liability will always have a credit balance. Capital account will always have a credit balance. And all provisions whatsoever, provision for depreciation, provision for doubtful debt, provision for bad debt, all credit balance. With this, I think I have been able to pass across to you some of those things that you find very challenging. If you think that I have been able to solve your problem in one way or the other, please don't hesitate to subscribe, and I'll be willing as much as possible to receive your message. If you have any comment, drop a comment. I'll be willing to do what? To check to see your comments and solve your problem as well. I still remain KAZIM'S Academy. Thank you.